My name is Valeria Navarro. I am a microbiology major, and I've been working with MIDAS for about a year.
I'm Isabel Garcia. I'm a graduate student, first year with the English department, and I have been working with MIDAS also for almost a year. In my personal experience, some of my classes include PDFs that not only are difficult to read, but I'm not capable of using assistive technology because they haven't been prepared. And so when I found out about the position with MIDAS, I was very excited to become a part of the team because it allowed me to learn not only how to do that for myself, but how to hopefully help other students have those resources available to them.
May I add one more thing too? Coming from a science field, we really don't have that support in having documents being accessible. So I want to kind of be that starting point where, because I do have that science background, I could easily convert documents with the understanding of, like, this image looks like biology, and I have that language to be able to do the alternative text. So in other words, I'm also part of MIDAS because I want to add science to the group of accessibility.
It's been amazing. I now look at education materials completely differently than I ever did before, because instead of just looking at being able to use it for an assignment and moving on, I am now looking at how it informs the classroom, how it informs a person's ability to engage with the material, and the more accessible that it is, the more seamless that process is, the more the differently abled student can be part of the classroom without feeling different at all. And I really appreciate all those components, and MIDAS has been integral in helping me see how that's possible and in which ways those things can be incorporated.
Adding to what she just said, it also makes you pay attention to the smallest details, which is something that as a student and most likely a professor overlook because of how little time you have. And being part of this program, I became aware of, like, all these little details in our PDFs and ebooks actually do matter a lot. Like, something just as, like, changing the background color of an image is going to impact another student so much, because now they could actually see the image. And things like that I never actually looked into until I started working here, and I saw that details do matter.
One of the things I think is very significant about MIDAS incorporating students into the program to work with faculty is this idea that this exchange that is occurring between the students and the professors, in addition, like Val said, it gives faculty a student perspective, it gives students a faculty perspective, but both are working together on how this document comes together and how it benefits a large group of people to be used as a instructional document. So oftentimes when we are speaking with a professor, we will ask questions that maybe they hadn't considered because we are outside of their maybe topic or course of study. We're coming with fresh eyes, and we have specific questions, having been trained by MIDAS to know what the different needs of students might be. And so when a professor is putting together their documents, they're thinking about making it accessible for their class, having their class be able to find it digitally and use it. They're not necessarily thinking about the colors that they use to put it together actually make it difficult for some individuals to read it. Or maybe they're not realizing that the font that they're really attached to actually isn't ADA compliant, and that means that it's going to be really hard for individuals to read an NVDA, an assistive technology, to interpret for a reader. So there's all of these things that can come together that help inform the professor on documents going forward and engage the student to have agency, to have expertise, and be able to be an advocate for the student body about what could be beneficial in connection with that particular instructional document.
I'm actually looking into using it in research. I want to apply it to any documents that I end up creating. They're going to be already created accessible. because I have that training already, and alongside introduce it to my peers. So that's how I wanna take what I learned from here, is show it off.